guys, so I just filmed the video. This is my first video ever. I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe. And I forgot to film the intro, so that's why I'm filming it after. But yeah, thank you. So I'm gonna be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a primer and moisturizer in one, so it's really good if you have dry skin. And I always apply like 2 pumps, and it looks really weird looking, but and I just apply it all over my face. So since it's hot, my skin has been dry but also very oily, obviously because of the heat, and it makes me sweat a lot. It's so freaking ridiculous. And then it's very humid because of the monsoons that we have here in Arizona. So apply the Professional primer, and this is very good if you have very large pores. With me, I don't have as much, but I do feel like it does make a difference when I put my foundation on top of it. Okay, so I just apply like a little amount, and I put it on my T-zone area. So I'm just gonna Yoda, he's very curious to see what the makeup is. No, he's very smart. Like, we always we try to teach him new tricks. He knows only sit, paw, and lay down. That's the only tricks he knows right now, but we are planning on teaching him more. That's if he wants to. Okay, so now that I applied that Professional primer, I'm going to apply, I always apply like 3 primers, which is ridiculous, but yeah, I'm pretty extra when it comes to my face. I'm going to apply the Smashbox Photo Finish primer, and this is just gonna kind of smooth the T-zone area. It's a little bit like the Professional, but a little bit less pore filling. It's more like a smoothing primer, so this is just gonna kind of smooth the T-zone. There you go. The one I use at the moment, it's the Unibrow pencil, eyebrow pencil. I got it in the BoxyCharm a few months ago, and it has a spoolie in the end and the pencil on the other side. Supposedly it's a universal eyebrow pencil, but I don't know. So I'm just gonna brush through my eyebrows and then just fill them in. So I'm gonna speed up through this process because it is a long process. I usually take the longest on my eyebrows, so I will be speeding it up.
I haven't done my eyebrows in months, so they are bushy.
And I will be using my new, well, I have already used it, but I recently bought a new one, the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium. So I will be answering some questions that I just got on the internet, because I just didn't have time to ask you guys or people on my Instagram if they wanted to ask me some questions. So I'm just gonna answer them off my head, on top of my head, or from online. Okay, so now that my eyebrows are done, We are just going to be priming the lids with the same concealer I used to conceal the brows. Grab this little kabuki brush from Luxie. It's the 140 detailed tapered blender, and I'm just going to be applying that concealer all over the lid. This is just going to give us a base, that way the eyeshadows would blend smoothly. I've been wanting to film for so long. I've filmed some videos just like on my own, just to see how I talk and all that, and I actually like them, but I just haven't had the courage to upload them on YouTube. And I know people tell me you should just create one, just try it to see how it goes, and I mean, if you really love it, then stick with it. And one thing that does stop me from making videos is my anxiety and depression that I've been struggling with, which is another video maybe like you guys want me to make, how to cope with anxiety and depression and how does it feel and all that stuff, because I know a lot of you guys go through it, and a lot of us, even young kids, adults, elderly people, go through it. And it's something that sometimes we can't explain or we can't deal with. Sometimes you don't even know why you have depression. Like, it just comes up, like you're just like good one day, and then sometimes you just feel like crap the next day. And I've been through that. And right now, what I think is making me really stress out is working a lot. One of the things that is making me stress out. I'm not going to lie. I love my job. I love helping others. But it is a stressful job, and you do carry a lot on your shoulders, which sucks. Emotionally, you do carry a lot of the patient's problems with you back home, which is really, really bad. And I need to learn to not do that. You know, you just have to get through it. And I know a lot of you guys are suffering from depression at the moment, or anxiety, and you don't even know why. And it can be something that has affected you in the past. Now it's coming back to haunt you at the moment, and that's one of the reasons why you could get depression, which freaking sucks, honestly. So now, before we all get depressed, I'm just gonna be setting my eyelids with the powder, the Too Faced Born This Way powder. I think that's what it's called. I'm just gonna be setting the base, that way the shadows could go smoothly. And I'm setting it with the Royal and Langnickel Dome Shadow Brush. I think I got this at the Ipsy Convention Center place that I went to, and I think I got it there, I think, or if not, at Ross. But yeah, I've been wanting to film, and I feel like it makes me feel a little bit better, just kind of like going on camera and speaking to you guys, which I know a lot of you might be watching, a lot of you might not. One question that I love to answer and I love to hear from others is, what is my zodiac sign? My zodiac sign is Pisces. I was born March 6th, 1997, so considers me a Pisces. I am very emotional, like they say Pisces are to be, and very in my world. It's hard to explain. Every time I read things about Pisces, I'm like, that's me. That's just me. Emotional, caring. Like, I just love showing my emotions to others, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. What's your zodiac sign? Leave it down in the comments below. I love knowing people's zodiacs. I'm like, you look like a Pisces, or you look like a Scorpio, or you act like a Sagittarius, or you act like a Libra, Virgo. Like, I don't know. I love astrology so much. Like, it's just very interesting to me, because sometimes it does show how people actually are. And it's so weird. So I'm just gonna be using the Modern Renaissance palette, and I'm grabbing this burnt orange shade. I always like to do my eyes first before my base, just because it does prevent fallout from like ruining the makeup, the foundation and stuff. I know people do it differently, but we are all different. Makeup is just art, and we all like to show it in different ways. Not everybody does their makeup the same. Another question I seen on the internet: how many siblings do I have? I have 6 siblings. With me is 7 together, so like my mom had 7 children, and I am the oldest out of the 7. Sometimes it's very stressful, not as much now that I'm married, but back then when I would live with my mother, I would be very, very stressed out, because basically I was the mom, and I could say the dad, I guess, because my mom is alone ever since my dad, you know, got deported. But yeah, it's stressful. It's very emotionally and physically draining, and sometimes, honestly, just realizing how hard it is to raise kids, and you know how much money you waste, how much stressful it could be. I mean, it could be a good thing, don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes it's very, very fun having a lot of siblings, because you get to play games and you know each other's personalities. But sometimes it's very, very draining, especially now that I have teenage brothers and sisters. When they're depressed, when they're sad, what's going on with them deep down, and I just wish I knew everything. I wish I knew how they felt, and I always like wish they felt good. Like, I wish I was the one that suffered that emotional pain instead of them. And it's hard, because I would never wish nobody to feel depressed or anxious. But yeah, that's a rant. And then I'm gonna be using raw sienna. As you can see, I did hit pan on those both shades, because I do use them a lot. I haven't done my makeup. I did my makeup Friday for work, just very lightly, but I haven't done like lashes, eyeliner in a very long time. I think like in months. This heat just makes me not want to do my makeup. Like, honestly, I wear makeup, like I just start sweating when I go outside, and everything just feels like it's melting off. Sometimes when I don't wear makeup for a long time, I forget that I'm wearing it, and I touch my face a lot, which is annoying as well, because then you see like marks of where you put your hands, and like cuando te rascaste. I'm just gonna be buffing that on the crease, and it's just kind of a simple look, because we're just gonna be going, I forgot to tell you guys, we're gonna be going to my husband's co-workers like little hangout party, and we're gonna be playing Cards Against Humanity. If you guys haven't played that game, you guys should, because it's so fun. It's like an adult game, but it's very, very funny. Like, I don't know, it's just hilarious, especially if a lot of people play it together. Like, it's just funny. So now that I put those 2 colors on my crease, I'm going to be grabbing the Sigma Tapered Blending E35 brush, and it's, as you can see, dirty, but I'll be using that. And I'm just gonna be grabbing this darker shade right here. I'm just gonna be grabbing a little bit on and just kind of putting it out on my outer crease. I'll just grab the other brush, and this is the LA Color blending brush, by the way. I forgot to mention that. I'll just blend it out just in case if it's patchy. If you guys are wondering, my puppy is a Shih Tzu mixed. Say hi. I love him so much. He's like my little baby. Say hi. He loves watching me do my makeup. Like, he's very intrigued with what I put in my face, and like, I don't know, he probably thinks it's food, but it's not. He is mixed. My co-worker Brenda did gift me to him, which I love her for that, because I've always wanted a puppy, especially when you have depression. It does help you a lot. Just grabbing this Primavera color right here and just putting it with my finger on the lid. be grabbing the Born This Way foundation by Too Faced in natural beige. This foundation is so awesome on my skin. I love it so much. It's very natural yet like full coverage. And I just put it on my back of my hand. And then I think I'm gonna use a beauty blender. Yes, I'm just gonna use it. I did wet it already, so I'm gonna be using my beauty blender and just pouncing it on the skin. Not, or I actually like to just apply it first with my fingers. Oh crap, I already noticed that I had like a little scar right there. And I do like to do like first like half of my face. And
The other side. Maybe keep going. A little bit more just to build it up. Bring it down on the neck. Make sure everything's blended into the forehead. Oh, here, dog's outside. Same one, cut shape deep and light medium. And like spot. So right here. Sorry, good. I'm gonna grab the big blender again, and I'm just gonna be blending out the concealer. Make sure everything is blended out, just like that.
I'm going to be using my powder. Grabbing the Royal and Line Nickel multi-purpose powder brush. Looks like this, and I was gonna grab the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna grab the rest of the powder and just set my face. I know it seems like a lot of powder, but I will be setting my face later on with setting spray, which melts everything together. Bronzing my skin with the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. Looks like this. It's really, oh my god, it's really pretty and smells like chocolate. Just wanna eat it. I'm just gonna be grabbing this Luxie brush, precision foundation brush, but I'm gonna be using it to bronze up the face and like contour a little. Contour the double chin. Then to add blush, I'm gonna be, I broke the Tarte blush in Party, and I'm just gonna be grabbing this Luxie 508 dual fiber stippling brush and just smiling and just blending it out to where my contour is. Carrying a little bit more. Makes your face look like if you just brought it back to life. Grabbing the powder brush and just kind of blending everything in together. I'm just gonna grab a little bit more powder and then grab the Morphe sponge and just kind of just bake a little. We're just gonna leave that right there for a little bit, and then I will be grabbing some mascara. So I'm gonna be grabbing the Tarte mascara, and I'm just gonna be applying it to my lashes for now. Fudge, I hate when this happens. So I'm just gonna let that dry and remove it, because if I just try to take it off right now, it is going to smudge everywhere and it's going to be harder to take off. So I'm just gonna patiently wait for it to dry. Can't find my matte NYX eyeliner, so I'm just gonna use the Millie one. It is a little shiny, but I could get away with it. So let me see if it's dry out. Yeah, it's pretty dry, so I'm just gonna try to scratch it off. I'm gonna be using this eyeliner to just do my wing. Like I said, it is a shiny finish, but I could get away with it. Going to be taking off my little mini bake. I'm going to be applying my Cocoa lashes in the style Goddess. They are backwards, by the way, but these are so beautiful. Look at them. They're so pretty and they are just amazing. I love Cocoa lashes. They're just so stunning. And then now that I have that drying, hopefully it's pretty dry, I'm going to apply a little bit of the Mario Badescu spray just to kind of start setting everything together. I will be adding my Anastasia liquid lipstick. I'll be applying that. And with that, I will be applying the Artist Couture loose highlighter. So I guess first I'll be getting my little sample size of the Urban Decay highlighter. I'll be grabbing the Equal Tools highlighter brush, and I'm just gonna be putting that on the places where I normally highlight. This highlighter, it is a little powdery, so just keep that in mind. I think I got it in my Ipsy bag. Yes. Okay, highlight though. And then now, highlight that in the corners.